So today I'm going to be going over 10 reasons why you need Creed Viking in your fragrance collection. So Viking is one of those divisive ones for sure. When it first came out, it just got slammed. People hated it. And I knew at one point they were going to come around to it because when I got it in and I smelled it, I was like, people are hating on this. This smells really good unless I have a defective bottle here, but I really liked it right off the first time I smelled it, and I still do really enjoy it now. It's easily one of my top 5 creeds. Viking is really good. And sure enough, I was right. Over time, it has started to gain some appreciation. Still does get a fair amount of hate. You know, people taking jabs at it just like they do with the Ventus and some of the other popular creeds. But I do think people are really starting to come around to this one, and they're starting to see the appeal. So I'm going to be going over 10 reasons why you need this one in your collection today. And if you do want to add this one to your collection, you can grab this one from FRAGRANCEUSA. They are sponsoring today's video, and they're a great niche and designer fragrance discounter. What they really specialize in is the harder to find niche fragrances. The niche fragrances that usually aren't offered at a discount. Nishanes, Xerjoff, Tiziana Terenzi, they have Manceras as well. They have a whole bunch of different niche fragrances, and they bring them to you at really low prices. Currently, you can use the code CHAOS10 to get 10% off site-wide on top of their already discounted prices. So if you want to grab anything from Creed to any of the other niche brands I listed, check them out. They will be linked down below. First reason why you need Viking in your collection is it's very versatile. So when it comes to making a purchase, especially a niche fragrance, you want it to be something that you can wear. You know, a lot of people don't want to buy something they can only wear 1 or 2 months out of the year, just in the colder months or just in the warmer months. Of course, it's all subjective. You can wear anything whenever you want, but a lot of fragrances, especially niche, are going to be suited a lot of times for the cooler months, heavier, darker fragrances. Whereas with Viking, this one's a niche product, but it has a nice freshness about it to where it can be worn all year round in really any temperature. Really, really hot days, really, really hot months might not be the best for this one, but it can still be pulled off in the summertime if you're in more climate controlled areas. Second reason why you need Viking is it has an upscale, elegant smell. So take, for example, something like Creed Virgin Island Water or something like Creed Millesime Imperial. Those two fragrances are going to be a bit more playful, a bit more summertime. And I'm not saying that they are youthful and, teenager smelling fragrances, but they just don't have a, really elegant kind of evening, classy smell about them. Millesime Imperial, maybe a little bit, but Virgin Island Water is very playful. Whereas Viking, it has something about it that just makes it smell like you're ready to get down to business, right? You're ready to be serious or ready to tackle a business meeting or a nice dinner or one of those things. There's just something about it that's very nice for more dressy, upscale situations. And when it comes to a niche fragrance, that's really nice, right? You want to impress people, you want to put your all into it, and wearing a nice high-end fragrance is perfect for that. Third reason why you need Viking in your collection is this one has great performance for a Creed. So, normally one of the main gripes about Creed, and I just about flung my bottle across the room there. I don't know if you saw that or not, but one of the main gripes about Creed is the performance. When you look at a lot of their freshies, Silver Mountain Water, Virgin Island Water, Millesime Imperial, all their fresher ones, performance is going to be brought up a lot. And I do think Silver Mountain Water is pretty decent. Virgin Island Water is not too bad either. Millesime Imperial is maybe a little on the weaker side, but across the board, Creed gets brought up and kind of criticized for their performance. And I'm in agreement with you. If you're paying that amount of money, you want something that performs good. Unfortunately, it's out of our control, but what I can tell you is something like Viking has really good, consistent performance of about 7-8 hours longevity and relatively moderate projection. It's kind of a gentleman's fragrance. It's going to sit closer to the skin, but it will last on you basically all day. It's an eau de parfum concentration, just like all of the Creeds are in this line, and it performs pretty much like an eau de parfum. Some people still want a bit more longevity out of it, but I think it's pretty good and I can't complain. Fourth reason why you need Viking in your collection is it's a great signature scent. So again, if you're paying the money for a niche fragrance and you want to really enjoy it, you could potentially make this one your signature scent. And I don't even necessarily mean one that you wear every single day. I get it, it's still not cheap. Not everyone's going to want to do that. But it is one that you can wear semi-regularly, a few times a week. And what's nice is you don't have to plan it, right? You don't have to think, oh, I'm going to this certain event, that's when I can wear Viking. You can wear Viking no matter what you're doing, from going to get groceries, going to work, going to school, whatever it is. Dressed up, dressed down, Viking will work for you. It's just very easy. It's a great dumb reach. Fifth reason why you need Viking in your collection is it's very masculine. So again, going back to what I've talked about earlier, the other fragrances I've talked about from Creed, Millesime, Silver Mountain Water, Virgin Isle Water, those are going to be more unisex, and I believe they are listed as unisex. And so a lot of people still want a masculine fragrance to wear. You don't want to wear something that could be perceived potentially feminine. And Viking has you covered. There's nothing feminine about this one. And of course, a woman could pull this off if she wanted to, but it just has that masculine, kind of peppery, strong, commanding, almost slightly daring nature about this one. And it's undoubtedly masculine. Sixth reason why you need Viking in your collection is it has a nice, refreshing mint note. And that's prevalent right when you first spray this one on. It gives it this nice green, fresh blast, and it smells incredible. In springtime and early summertime, that mint stands out and smells amazing. And I'm not saying that mint is never used in fragrances, because it's used quite often. Sure, not as much as like a bergamot or a grapefruit or something, or like a vetiver. But there's not as many fragrances out there that use it as I would maybe like to see, because I really like mint. It can be used in multiple different ways. It can be blended. It can be used as a forefront. It can be used more in the background. Here it's kind of mixed in and blended in well with the pink pepper and some of the other woods and everything going on here, and it smells really nice. Seventh reason why you need Viking in your collection is this one has smooth quality. So that's one of the first things that really got me when I smelled this one. When I sprayed it on my skin, when I smell it here from the atomizer, is just how smooth and creamy this one is. There's nothing about it that's unnatural. There's nothing that's synthetic. There's nothing that is piercing. And again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that Creed uses nothing but 100% natural, top-of-the-line ingredients. Who really knows? It can be marketed as such, but I have my doubts, just as I'm sure a lot of you guys do. So I'm not saying that this is top-of-the-line best ever, but it really does have great quality. And if you're comparing it to a lot of mid-range designer fragrances, there's a noticeable difference. Eighth reason why you need this one in your collection is it's a decent compliment getter. Sure, it's not going to be a compliment monster like Creed Aventus or maybe a few of the other ones from Creed, which will really pull in a lot, but you'll find that this one will get you some nice remarks. People will say, oh, you smell nice, you smell classy, you smell like a gentleman, you smell like a man, that smells really good. And you'll get those types of reactions, and you'll find that happening more often than not. It just has the perfect amount of performance where it's not choking people out, but it's also not a complete skin scent. Really strikes a nice balance, and you will get some nice feedback from this one. Ninth reason why you need Viking in your collection is it's a great cooler weather Creed scent. So like I talked about before, it can be worn all year round, spring, early summer, warmer months, whatever. But if you want something specifically for the cold months, say you want to save spring and summer for the fresh Creeds and you still want to stick with the Creed in the wintertime, Viking is going to be one that you can go with. They have a few others. They have Spice and Wood, more expensive line. They have Royal Oud from the same line, Eau de Parfum, which is going to be a bit more affordable than Spice and Wood. And they have a few others as well that are going to be a bit more woody, have a bit more depth, but Viking is one of the few which would be great in fall and winter. And 10th reason why you need Viking in your collection is this one is for mature and classy guys. So this is not one that a lot of younger guys in high school are going to be wanting to pull off and wear. This is one that's going to be for someone with a bit more of a refined taste, and that's a positive, and that's a good thing for someone who wants to stand out, be a bit different, and really turn people's heads. Not everyone has smelled this on you before. Sure, it gets a comparison to Old Spice, but really in terms of quality and in terms of blend, this one is miles ahead and completely different. It fits in the same old school type of category, but it's got a modern twist done with that Creed DNA, a bit of a saltiness in here, like from that ambergris. It does smell really nice and does separate itself from Old Spice. So guys, that's going to do it for me. That's 10 reasons why you need Viking in your collection. Remember, if you want to grab a bottle for yourself, it will be linked down below to Fragrance USA. Browse the rest of their website for any other niche fragrances, and they have some designers as well. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.